Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am Muhammad Hafiz bin Muhammad Nafiri. Currently, I am studying at IpohLearningCentre as an undergraduate student for Bachelor Medical Health and Science. I was given one interesting task by OUM to meet my course learning outcome in English for oral communication subject. This task required me and my coursemates to deliver an informative speech in order to improve our communication skills. I hope that's all my friend as excited as I am to be the part of this great moment. I'd like to draw your attention for a few minutes to share about Malaysian culture. Malaysia is a small but unique multiracial country. The social cohesion and racial integration enjoyed here has contributed to stability and harmony in Malaysian society. As we know, the major races in our country is Malay, followed by Chinese and Indian. In addition, there are also several races found in the Sabah and Sarawak, such as Dusun, Murut, Bajau, Kadazan, Iban, and also Dayak. Each race in Malaysia has its own local culture that has been practiced and passed down for generations. This local culture heritage may include arts, language, custom, belief, law, and also religions. Culture can be defined as a way of life and the traditional heritage of the society that has become a norm in daily life. The most interesting culture that I like to describe today is traditional clothes. As for the Malays, the most popular traditional clothing are known as baju kurung, and for the woman and baju Melayu for the man. Baju Melayu always worn with a loose tunic over the trousers and usually accompanied with a samping and a songkok. Sometimes songkok it will be replaced by a tanjak. While baju kurung is a knee-length blouse worn over a long skirt, the blouse is long sleeve and collarless. That will be paired with a skirt known as kain and also with a headscarf to cover their head. Based on my reading, its application is in fact influenced by the religion of Islam when it began to set in Malaya since the day of Malacca Sultanate. Before the advent of Islamic influence, they are just plain dress, with the men using only two pieces of clothes, one to cover their heads and another one used for as a sarung or called kain pelekat. Meanwhile, for the woman, usually they will use three pieces of clothes which are used as a kain batik, kain kemban and shawl, or known as a selendang. The status differences can be identified through the use of different type of fabrics. This method is said to be influenced by the Hindu-Buddha culture. After that, the transition and absorption of Islamic influence by Arab traders have changed the Malay community to dress more modestly. Currently, there are various types of traditional Malay clothes such as baju Melayu cekak musang, baju Melayu Teluk Belanga, baju kurung Kedah, baju kurung Pahang, baju kebaya, and to name a few. Just like traditional Malay clothes, traditional Chinese clothing also has various types, probably many of us unaware, and might also misunderstood the traditional Chinese clothing. In fact, traditional Chinese clothing is often practiced in line with the suitability of the relevant time and purpose. It is often used for the ceremony and official business, despite their different status and life. Based on my reading, there are actually 6 symbols behind the clothes of the Chinese community that brought different meanings. For example, the most common known traditional clothing is cheongsam that is often worn during a formal event or celebration by Chinese women. Apart from that, the traditional female Chinese attire also include the installment of peony onto their dressing. Peony is an international flower of Chinese society for more than 5,000 years. Peony attached on the clothes of women symbolize of wealth and well-being. Meanwhile, if there is a chrysanthemum flower on the clothes, it is said to mean longevity for the Chinese community. Other than that, a changsan is also a traditional Chinese dress, which is a long jacket or tunic worn by men, and it's considered the male equivalent of the woman cheongsam. Besides that, the presence of Indians in Malaya witnessed the beginning of bright color costume that rich in weaving and embroidery of gold, silver, sequins, and even gemstones. Based on my experience attending my friend's wedding ceremony, his brother wears dhoti equipped with turban, while his wife wears a sari decorated with a bright and colorful fabric. A teenage girl will be wearing a long skirt that matches with their blouse, known as lehenga. Dhoti is a dress made by a white cloth that is wrapped and tied around the waist. My friend also told me that there are also dhoti which has colored stripes. Sari, on the other hand, is generally recognizable due to its common appearance in our daily life, and for most people from our exposure to movie and Bollywood product. Sari cloth is wrapped around the woman body. The inner fabric is worn above and below the belly button to support the sari from being stripped. Okay, in conclusion, the culture that is still practiced by all races in Malaysia should be appreciated and inherited, because it is a unique tradition that does not coexist in other countries. All cultures in Malaysian society, whether in terms of art, music, custom, beliefs, language, must be maintained for the future generation, so that they also know the culture that has been practiced by our ancestors. Therefore, the involvement of all parties is very necessary to ensure our culture diversity continues to be preserved, and also help to form a strong unity in our attempt to achieve lasting prosperity and well-being. Finally, through what I have conveyed today, I hope you all enjoy my presentation, and also in one way and another help expand our general knowledge about the local Malaysian culture. Hope to see you again. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.